J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Houston making a switch. Leone's checked in. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And with Cleveland, it was just a train of events that led to the bad environment between players getting into it with each other and saying they wanted out of Cleveland. Some players saying it was about their brand and nothing else. They did everything they could do to get things in order this summer. Did a pretty good job at it.
On better footing now for sure.
1:29 left in the first quarter. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Smith, no good.
And for the Cavs, they needed to have a big change in culture, and they seemingly did that with bringing LeBron back into the fold and hiring Black. You can expect them to be solely focused on winning games this season.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Pass to Brewer. Shot to stop the run. Another miss by Houston. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Dellavedova, the pass to Verja. The kick out to LeBron. And Jones sends it back. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson for the triple. Rockets trailed by 5. Terry dishes to Prehione. Manianis kicks to Brewer. Another miss by Houston. Feeds to James. The trade. And so the first quarter. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Now the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
J.R. Smith out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the 1. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up, Doris. Thanks. J.R. Smith 2 years ago, 6th man of the year, Steve, and he signed a nice multi-year extension.
Yeah, but his struggles in the playoffs were a sign of things to come. He was suspended to start last season, and knee surgery in the offseason really pushed him back in terms of conditioning and rhythm.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Howard, and he goes in for the dunk.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
Well, there's a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
And it's Love penetrating. That's good. Love's got 5 now. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Kevin Love, I think, solidifying his place last season among the best players in the world. First-time starter in the All-Star game, and incredible numbers. 26 points, over 12 boards a game in the regular season.
Jason Terry has checked in for Houston. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Harden inside the three-point line. And it's Houston with another.
And GM's agreeing, voting Kevin Love the top power forward going into last season. He did nothing to dissuade him. And he's a great scorer, and he's been in the top 3 in rebounding for 3 of the last 4 seasons.
And here's Harden for 3.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And it's Love missing. Rockets trail by 5. Harden kicks to Terry. And it's slammed in by Smith.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder. He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Terry kicks to Harden. Tries again. Reza passes to Harden. Almost, but it rolls out.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Shumpert. Takes the 3. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark. That beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Here is Harden. He's got 9. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris thinks we'll see how he does.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Poked away. Mozgov dishes to Shumpert. Drains the three-pointer. Shumpert's got 7 points in the game.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
From deep, Harden. Here's Mozgov. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers ahead, up 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And now the third quarter about to get going.
Take a look at what Harden's been doing. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Beverly and Harden man the back. Smith is out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. The Cavaliers have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And he makes the first. Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young and has a lot on his shoulders and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, you know, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James and some other veterans who've come in should really help smooth that out for the young standout.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Stolen by Harden. Lots of room. And it's Houston with another.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on the string.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And Harden, a left-hander. Defenders tend to have more trouble, it seems, guys, with southpaws.
Well, and especially with Harden because of how crafty he is. He's got that Manu Ginobili Euro move, the change of speed, change of direction, and then the strength. I mean, that's what separates him. He draws contact and seems to just go right through players.
Rockets trail by 6. Ariza passes to Howard. Here's Beverly. Kicks it to Smith. No coverage that time. Smith's got 6.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. 10 points for him.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Iman Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping he'd test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin, and we heard his name arise all season long in trade rumors.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Smith. And it's blocked by Love. Stolen by Beverly. Here's Ariza. A three-pointer off the mark.
And for Shumpert, his shooting numbers were down last season. He shot over 40% from long range in year 2, but was down to 33% last season. That can happen sometime in the course of a career. Still good from the corners with Shumpert, but perhaps he shot too many from above the arc.
Harden dishes to Howard. The jump hook. Another miss by Houston. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Shumpert gets a wide open look. No good from outside.
And guys, for Shumpert, he's got to improve his finishing around the rim with his size and athleticism.
Oh, look out!
Watch out below! Wow! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Jones checked in for Houston. Brewer comes in for James Harden. Trevor Ariza, no good on the free throw.
Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", a shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul-prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence. Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
And the Rockets making a change here. Leone's checked in. Here's Brewer. And the pass to Moniunas. The Rockets again can't hit. And Mozgov, offensively, can get you some nice second-chance buckets.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Kevin, that he's a decent roll man in the pick and roll, and he can knock down the three-pointer on occasion. So, nice combination for that big guy. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Regione, that's a two-pointer. And he misses his first shot of the game. It's taken away by Brewer. Here's Moniunas. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense.